And we are underway in Buffalo. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton 34 yards. And the Giants have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see. And that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is third and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got the crew set for... It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Allen going to look to throw on the first play. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Giants are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. He's got the first down and more. Look at the big fella go. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Allen now on first down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like to...
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got room. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. A handoff, Barkley running left. Powers through him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll go to Barkley again.
Down to about the 23.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. On 4th down, Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Julian Love picks it. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. They'll look to throw again. That's caught by Galladay. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On the set.
Saquon Barkley running right. He's got it to the 43 here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Giants are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Prescott looks to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
They keep on the ground with Elliott.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A first down carry by Elliott.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And some room to work.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Touchdown!
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off play action, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
19 Tiger.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and 12, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He is out of bounds inside. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go, here we go.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One, Omaha. Six.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game.
Here we go.
But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
21.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards to pick up there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Again, running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the 29, Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Looking to throw. Jones.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
On first down, Garoppolo.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, alert! 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 One, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here we go, here
An
we go.
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's got Bellinger. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gano's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains.
65. 11. Wait. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And now he spiked it on third down. I don't know if he heard a whistle. There was no whistle. He just got up and spiked it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Hey, come on.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
21.
On second down, McCaffrey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Here we go.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
21.
There's Garoppolo to throw.
That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And the 49ers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
On the sneak is Garoppolo, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. On the sneak is Garoppolo. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's fourth down.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers have even the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this third quarter.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
A first down carry for Barkley.
He's got room at the 30.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo to throw.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Garoppolo to Ayuk, 1st down 49ers.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
21, 21, 21. 12, 12. 11, 11.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 23-yard run.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Jones gets this to Bellinger.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Now Jones.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Pass complete to Shepard.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
To throw is Jones.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.